but Storm in general in the game, against Tiny in general in the game as a position 2. As a position 1, sure, Tiny is really strong right now. I love the Aghanims on Underlord build as well. A lot of root potential. Okay, I am in.
You talked yourself into supporting Yellow Super.
Exactly. I talked myself into it. A little bit at least.
Well, you are the 2-0 merchant, so for your reputation to keep holding, Yellow Submarine will have to cop the W here. Definitely have good prospects to do it, but Nine Pandas, the shots are going to be, there's not a lot of wombo combo. Fun stuff is going to happen in fights here. Like, this is going to be a very execution heavy game, so Nine Pandas, especially with Kiyotaka, always the guy I want to rely on when I just need solid button clicking. It'll be fun to watch.
Solid button clicking, he can even play Meepo, I'm sure he can play Tiny. He is a good Tiny, so we'll see how that goes for him. But you do have illusion-based hero, but you don't have that broken illusion-based hero like you had in game number 1, or Yellow Suba, the way you call them.
Heroes rode out to the field of glory.
Haven't you noticed something about like some of these upcoming carry players? Satanic here in Yellow Submarine, Low in China. Why do so many of them get big and on playing illusion heroes? You're like TBs, PL, CK. What is it about these kids, man?
I'll tell you why. Because these heroes, basically to become a pro player right now, I mean, kinda always, but specifically right now, you need to be like rank 5, rank 1 even. And the illusion-based heroes win MMR. That's always been the case. If they're strong and in the meta, it's much easier to win games with them than if someone like Ursa is strong and in the meta. It's just like illusion-based heroes win games no matter what. Because they just force the enemy team into bad decision-making.
So the decision-making will be in this game. The lane start out mid. Should be fine for both sides. Everyone's just going to farm, do their thing. Not anticipating any big action happening. Top lane, there's going to be a little bit of a skirmish between Saish and Askador. But there is kill threat here on this side of the map. Mars with the Dark Willow can definitely make life difficult for Askador. Mars is actually coming in behind him. Askador, okay, he's thinking about which direction to go, but he will end up being fine.
Messing up a little bit of this creep pool as well. The range creep will die. Oh, he even gets denied.
Oh, deny. What a player, dude.
Oof,
he's a better man than me, though. I would have tipped him immediately as I did that.
That's a rough move right there. Like, these range creeps, of course, they give a lot of experience, so them being denied, and at the same time, you're losing some experience on the other side.
You got another one. That's 2 range creep denies.
That's illegal.
Illegal gameplay.
Honestly illegal. If you have Mars with God's Rebuke, it's kind of illegal.
So how's things faring in the bottom side of the map? Kasane and Rue? They're just chilling, man.
I think mid lane is what our boys are trying to show us. Because mid lane is going kind of rough for the Storm right now, but they did get the full wave under the tower and he's making a comeback. It's kind of stock standard, normal. Always difficult in this first wave versus a 3-man, or rock man with the 3, I should say.
Denied! Fine though. About to hit level 4, so he'll be A-okay. Besides, this is a race, man. We have literally not seen a race win a single lane. You always come out at a disadvantage and then still performs in the game, so he's okay.
I love that the Kiyotaka is just spamming toss as well. He's got that face crash landing. He doesn't have the other one. Can't even remember what the other one is. The carry one. Let me check. I'm gonna go into heroes.
You haven't memorized every single facet?
Insurmountable. Tiny gain status and slow resistance from strength, like that one. The one where Gavin was like, okay, you're tiny, you're a rock, you don't need a blacking bar.
Rocks can't get stunned, right? Top lane, they will end up getting themselves a kill. The first blood onto Saish. Askador playing really well on this Crystal Maiden. They will put in some more work. And this time around is not going to be the satanic blood happening in favor of Nine Panda. So this lane, things looking really good for Yellow Super.
Yeah, as the core denying double range creeps, getting some kills now as well. That first metamorphosis, really nicely done. They're used to even that lane. I'm just looking at top lane. I'm sorry to everyone. Bot lane is also very important, of course. We have another carry down bot, but top lane has a lot of these little mini things that are happening between the CM and the TB.
They're playing really well. Keeping the pressure up, keeping the farm going. At some point, they might want to make another move onto Sadish if he gets marinated a bit more, but Ascador only has the one blood grenade. They'll need to watch their timings and maybe wait for the metamorphosis. Up in 25 seconds, so we'll see what happens then.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, you can leave this lane alone until meta is up. If a kill happens, it's going to happen on the TB, not the other way around. Meanwhile, on the bot lane, Kasane is finally starting to pick up. Like, he was zoned out a little bit up to this point, but now he's got like 2 waves under the tower that he farmed. Level 3, no Pit of Malice just yet, but no kill potential as well. That's the difficult part. Like, you're playing into a tree and gyro, a lot of heals.
Pretty much nothing's going to be happening here. Boring side of the map. Also, a quick shout out to Kasane. The last time I saw him when we were in Seattle, he gave me some fire album recommendations.
Dude, why is everyone giving you shit? Like,
I don't know.
Metrin gave you chocolate. This guy gave you. What kind of corruption is this? Are you paid to? Is this like some? I'm gonna give you chocolate. You talk nicely about it in the game. Is that happening?
Maybe it's like, you give me stuff, I'll stop flaming you. I'll stop talking trash.
I see.
We might have a little bit of a skirmish in the mid lane because they are gonna start contesting for these runes. Unfortunately though, Erase is level 6, so there's literally no hope of killing him right now. They just want to get these runes and be happy.
I'm gonna start spamming my PayPal address in the lobby before the game starts.
Send me something, I'll say nice things.
Wanna be complimented, boys? Wanna end up on a highlight reel? €5.
Well, €5. I wish Rue would have sent you that money because he needs some help right now. Getting killed off while surrounded by these 9 Pandas heroes. And he got the double damage rune as well. Amplified damage picked up too.
Rue was just in the perfect position to break an action happening on Storm. He's just the masterful Shadow Demon player, reading the enemy side, knowing what to do. You see, that was just a showcase of what can happen, Rue. So $5 if you want me to continue. $5 isn't a lot. That's like a Twitch sub.
Yeah, 1 Twitch sub. You go, okay, how about he, instead of giving you $5, they subscribe to your Twitch?
No, don't do that because you're giving Bezos money.
Oh, okay, I see. Top lane, the metamorphosis is online, so they're trying to leverage it against Alberca. Frostbite will be there. The Brambles will create quite a bit of space. He is getting himself into the tree. He's actually going to live. They spear back the Crystal Maiden onto the tree. Very nice pickup there. And at the same time, they lose the life of the Shadow Demon down on bottom.
Yeah, but look what the Satanic did. Read the chat. Read the chat.
He denied the Wisdom Rune.
He denied the other Wisdom Rune. Yeah. He sent an illusion, denied the Wisdom Rune while CM was dying. Honestly, I think that's worth it. Like, CM dying, but you deny the Wisdom Rune, I really think that's worth it. Like, the support's not getting that Wisdom Rune is massive. So, getting that away from them, for the life of CM, I'll take it.
Crystal Maiden, and you're playing CM, you will probably anticipate quite a few deaths in the game, so not really a big problem for him.
Radiant's top tower needs bandages.
Things have yet again started to slow down a little bit, a bit more passivity, but Kiyotaka's like, nah guys, we can try and make something happen if they do find the appropriate rune, but they will not. They get unlucky, it spawns on the other side, and they were hoping to maybe run down the CM on the high ground, but she's already gone.
Yeah, he's gone. They do have this nice sword that scouts the hard camp stack, but the hard camp stack is going to be farmed by these 2 supports. I love it. This is like the true love between 4 and a 5, you know? You start spamming some spells, taking hard camp, getting some experience. Because Wisdom Rune has been taken on both sides, right? On one side, no, actually, Rune did take his own rune. Just died afterwards.
See Erase, he got an Invis rune. made a rotation bottom. Unfortunately for him, there was already a sentry planted down by Solo. When did Solo even get this out? He literally just got it out. It's a fresh ward. And that gives them the information needed to not get killed off. Gyrocopter just twin gates to the other side of the map to stay safe and keep farming.
Also, you know, like your Gyro's level 6, he's got phases ulti, and he's going back bottom, like now that... Okay, the gank has been dodged. Go back in, farm under the tower. Storm has to go back mid because it's pushed.
Isn't well at the moment.
Very slow game so far, but it might all break loose once these supports get levels. I think that's the problem. Like, no supports just are far away from 6.
Yeah. All of them are level 4 right now, so it's going to be a while before they have that ability. In the meantime, you know, Kiyotaka will just happily farm away for his Blink Dagger, so maybe that'll be their impetus to go. But if we get Blink first, and hopefully we get Blink around the time that these level 6s emerge, then we have this massive power spike to leverage on the map.
He's gonna get it fairly quickly, like minute 11, 12, maybe even sooner, depending on does he have any stacks in the jungle. No stacks, but he'll be able to get it. Like, it's your mid lane Tiny after all. And like, looking at the map, he can literally blow up anyone but the Underlord. Every single hero he goes on, he's gonna need some support, of course, like a Battleland or something. That's maybe the only issue I see with their draft. Like, he only has Dark Willow to truly play with once he gets his blink.
Race just zipping in to try and steal a rune. Solo will take the illusion down bottom. That will feel pretty nice once they do have the Bedlam available. But yeah, it's yet again a lot of responsibility on the shoulders of Kiyotaka to create the moves and control the tempo.
But do you really want to play with Mars? Yes, you do, but it's not going to help you way too much. Some arena spear. Look at Mars as well. He's got 3-3-0, right? Like, his build is all about just farming and pushing. Doesn't really have to join any fights at the moment.
He's under attack.
Farm. This is a right-click simulator happening right now. Only 4 kills at this point in the game. How this is happening though, Kiyotaka is going to put pressure middle with the Sea Dragon, but Ascador's near. Never mind, he's got the Frostbite. Power shouldn't take too much damage. Let's see, what neutral items do people pick up? Sayush got himself the safety bubble. What an item. Royal Jelly for Kiyotaka. Some Caesar Serenity for Gyro. Yo, really? Real talk, dude. This Caesar Serenity item with the new facet, with the Gyrocopter. Yo, you just grief the opponent when you have this. Just run at them. And they're like, well, we actually kind of have to back, guys, because this guy is much tankier, is much more sustained than we thought was possible, and it's too speedy for us to reliably catch unless we commit a lot of spells on him.
But what exactly about him is it that makes it so good?
Strengthen their structures.
The movement speed talent, the facet, sorry, the afterburner one. So you just like run around them. It's sort of like playing with Evo. Mid lane, the race gets himself tossed into the opponents, and there's gonna be the arena spear catches him, and they do manage to kill him off. Ink has come in, goes in the metamorphosis. They're hoping to punish Kiyotaka for this move. They will succeed in this endeavor. And they get more though. Kasane is here too with the Pet of Malice, but nobody is in range. So it's just going to be mid for mid here in this lane. And we'll deal with something, you know, at least try to put some damage onto the tower before the meta finishes.
So much stuff on the ground, man. He might die.
Is he dead?
Oh, nice.
Shadow Demon there with the disruption in the on the high ground, they outplay Dark Lord. That's 6 going in towards the Titanic. And now it looks like Solo is also going to get himself killed off as the race has respawned and rejoins the fight. What a play from Yellow Submarine, man.
He still has aggro on Kasane as well. Like, okay, the Tiny is back up. Kasane might die in the end. Blink.
Button 1. Gonna go for it. Should be able to bring down at least Kasane.
You're so mad if you're 9 pandas, right? Now, with Gyro doing that move, you have to feel terrible because he did everything right. Like, he connected to the fight, he used his ulti, he used the homing missile, but he got debated mega hard by Rue. First, everyone is tipping Satanic, sure, that's great, but Rue was the one that used that disruption in the perfect timing. Like, homing missile doesn't connect, and we can swap all that damage, all that thunder.
Oh my gosh. Well, you were talking about that combo of Bedlam on Tiny when they jump on Storm Spirit, and we see it a demonstration because he died really fast there.
And it's the combo maze as well, right? Like, you get comboed, and then on top of that, you fall into brambles. You can't just give out.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Is Sage later on going to get a psychic headband? So we'll see those pushes into more brambles again.
Get the force staff, push him around, you know, just push him around the brambles.
Dire's top
After these couple of skirmishes, they didn't end up having to deny their tier 1 tower middle, but very similar to like in game 1, even though these skirmishes are happening, everybody is farming. Kasani is also starting to take down this ancient stack, getting closer and closer towards picking up his pipe. There's a lot of magic damage on the 9 pandas lineup. Literally all their heroes deal magic damage, so this pipe is going to put in marvelous amounts of work.
I love how you said that. Everyone is farming. Everyone is farming. I'm just a poor old farmer.
It ain't much, but it's honest work.
Exactly.
I'm just farming.
Just a farming. But yeah, everyone's just farming. Meanwhile, Tiny and Dark Willow, they're the only ones actually having to do some solid work, some hard work, and now Charlie is joining them.
Okay, they're gonna just go on to Rue, you know, buy space and time with the disruption, but I don't think they want to re-engage on top of this. They also ping out bottom. They see Kasane. He was slowed down by the grasp of the treant. Link should be available soon from Kiyotaka, so they should be able to get and kill Kasane. Overgrowth holds him in position. Damage is coming out. This took a while though, like not as fast as they were hoping for, but yeah, I was surprised that they weren't responding given how long that took to kill him.
Okay, this is...
Is he gonna die? Yes, he will, dude. Oberka actually put him with the spear.
Oh, Oberka was the first one. He jumped behind, he speared into the tower, and then joined in. I mean, okay, you don't have to respond to these fights, but you cannot die on the other side of the map then. You have to find something. Like, you just lost the Shadow Demon and the Underlord, you have tier 1, tier 2. All the time in the world to respond to that. This Underlord really lived for a long time. Even though Toss failed, he used the Treant instead of him. Then the Storm dies on the other side of the map, and like, you can't even justify not joining that fight anymore.
Tower is in turmoil.
Night fight middle again because Kiyotaka still continued to make things happen, tossing back Rue, but not into the team though. Erase, dumping the backline onto Solo. We're hoping to kill him more, but also make space to kill Kiyotaka as he get out the metamorphosis. That the king has shown up and he has reclaimed his throne, destroying this Tiny. And they finally find themselves responding adequately to the aggression of 9 pandas.
Oh, this is exactly my point. I don't think that they're weak at all right now. They had meta in that last engagement as well. They had Storm full mana, full HP. They just didn't want to use it. Storm, by the way, even though he's got galvanized, he's not going Meteor Hammer first. He's doing the Eternal Shroud. I do like this because I kind of like it and I don't. I like it because he needs to stay alive against this burst damage from Tiny, and he has Blink Phylactery already, so that's he can solo you at this point. So getting that Eternal Shroud or even just the Cloak will help you. However, it won't help you against all the control.
Going on to the Terrorblade. So far it's a 1v1 fight, but Kiyotaka has now made it a 2v1. Going on top of him, can they kill him before the Sunder? No, they cannot. He gets the Sunder off, turns onto Kiyotaka, and here's Ascador. Just needs a couple of spells. There will be a little bit of heal coming in from Solo, but Kasane, he ports through. He wants to make sure they win this fight. The race, his zip-in will... initially just targeting the Mars there, so it's only 1 kill. I'm surprised they let Kiyotaka go, but they take the guaranteed kill instead of forcing what could be a dangerous fight.
Yeah, that was so clutch. The Sunder on point. Well played, Satanic, once again.
This kid is... Yeah, he's really good. He's the one, bro. This guy's really good.
On the other side, one guy to definitely praise would be Solo. Like, he positioned the Bram. I know it's a small thing, but he healed up the Tiny and positioned Bramble so that Underlord can't get on top of him.
Tucker and the boys, they were going to try and contest this haste June. They don't catch Erase, but they do find Ascador. Okay, fine. They don't get the haste June. You get a free CM kill, that always feels fine.
Some BKBs will come soon. That's Gyrocopter almost complete. I think it's completed actually, yeah. Gyro has his. Meanwhile, not Underlord, Mars is still kind of far away, but he's working towards it. So we're gonna have some BKBs against the Storm, which will come in handy versus Shadow Demon CM as well, and of course Underlord and all his roots.
Speaking of the Underlord with the roots, Kasane not going for the Aghanim Scepter just yet, opting for the Crimson Guard to lead things off with, making himself even tankier. It's gonna take much longer to kill him. I'm still like bugging on how long it took them to kill him. And he does have Fiend's Gate, so he might avail himself to this gank attempt down bottom. They're gonna go on to Kiyotaka. They find him underneath the Observer Ward. They easily kill him off. No escape for the Rockman. Beautiful play from Yellow Submarine.
Yeah, nicely done once again. And Underlord, of course, he's just top lane. Fiend's Gate actually is used. But for the Gyro on top, he's got the BKB. I think this was probably a play before they noticed it. It doesn't work.
They try to jump him though. Burka wants to beat things off. They get out the arena, Spirit back, and they should be able to bring him down. The Bedlam doing quite a bit of work there. Good kill for the side of 9 Pandas. Punishing that they knew for a fact Underlord was pretty much all alone top lane.
Yeah, he got punished. That gate wasn't really on point, and the moment the gate disappeared, he got punished. Unfortunate, what can you do? Storm? Yeah, he's got a Legion. He's getting all the runes this game. That's something that needs to be said. Like, if he's not finding the rune, then Tiny isn't finding it as well. Someone is denying it. But all the runes that have spawned, I feel like Storm got it. Besides that,
sometimes you just get those lucky days, man.
Yeah.
Everything is just coming up in your favor. All the runes are spawning nicely. You get good camps in the jungle. You find what you need to in your neutral stash. That can be good. And he's pretty much finished with the Eternal Shroud. He delivered right now. And looks like they're stacking up to try and make something happen once this item arrives. Rue already ready with the smoke. Definitely going to try to move for a play, I think.
What I really like is, even though he was going for this shroud, that's kind of, you know, like when you think about the item, it's definitely more than it's the ultimate defensive item. But he was playing very aggressively. He was making moves all the time. He's got 1 kill and 3 assists, but that's half of his teams, so it's still quite a bit.
See if they can find themselves Alberca here. Is he gonna wander into the lane? He doesn't yet. They know where he's at though. Race jump directly onto his face. Fiend Gate for this one. Shazani comes in. Yeah, they have meta. Just popped right now by Satanic. So time to go into the Roshan pit. Say hi to the big man.
The moment you see that Fiend's Gate and the meta, you know they're going to rush, because they had enough. They had enough without the meta to kill off the This is a smoke. I'm not the Aghanim needs to be set on Gyro, but they won't take this fight.
Roshan floating very low. Only 1,000 health left. Can they get you in time? They were drawing the line around, but they decided to chicken out at the last second. The Aegis will go the way of the Storm Spirit, the best Aegis carrier in the entire game of Dota 2.
Unfortunately, they chicken out, because I think this is a fight they can take. Rue?
Okay, Rue's interesting with that. Pistol Maiden will TP out. It's only going to be the Shadow Demon that they find here.
Like, look, if you take this fight as Radiant, you know you're taking it into meta that's running out, into Storm that lost 90% of his mana, 100% because he needs to use it, and he used a lot of it on the Mars kill. They maybe could have taken it, but they were a little bit too scattered on the map.
So unbeknownst to them, the Freezing Field was committed as well, so they wouldn't have to worry about that big ultimate either. Would have been nice.
Woulda, right?
Yeah. Well, Dota's always a game about leveraging information. And sadly, well, there's also risks to what they were doing, right? So you can understand why they opted to play it safe in that moment instead. Now it's time to play the dodge game. Do not engage the team that has an Age of Storm Spirit. We just play and farm, finish the Axe on Dark Lord, get the BKB out on the Tiny, and then the moment the Aegis goes down, then we try and make a play.
But who's happier with this? Like, who enjoys farming this game a bit more? I would argue it's Yellow Submarine. Like, seeing Storm, Underlord, and Turblade, I'm kind of more afraid of them. And Alberca was kind of, how to put it, like, wild card on 9 Pandas. Like, he's the one that's been shut down in these last couple of moves. He's the lowest scorer on the map, so you don't have to worry about him that much. He could really make a difference if he was big. He isn't, unfortunately, for 9 Pandas.
Dyer's bottom tower is under
They do
attack.
have Axe now on Gyro. It's up in 5 gold.
Finish the Axe on Gyro, they got a BKB out on their Mars. And they also dodged this fight very well. They knew that Yellow Submarine were trying to leverage the strength of this Aegis. So they're like, you know what, we are just not going to let you do that. We'll play together, play very, very safe as well. And the only person that's showing in a random part of the map is this Dark Willow. But if you come to kill her, great. Less pressure on us in the mid lane.
Yeah, I don't think you leave this triangle. You probably just push on the tier 1 tower on top, cut the wave maybe mid, and look for a fight. TP though, he did TP down bottom, so I was wrong. Like, they're gonna bail. You're letting them take over the Radiant side of the jungle.
And also, with the fact that TB is down bottom, they had an observer ward that just saw Storm and the Shadow Demon. So they don't have to be as afraid of being completely overran. And yeah, they immediately start spreading out, de-warding the triangle. They're playing with a bit more confidence. They're like, guys, they're not going to fight us right now. They're too split.
Yeah, but what this does mean is that Yellow Submarine, their read on the game is we're stronger late. That's it. We don't have to force things. We have this Storm Terrorblade combo, and it's stronger than the Gyro Tiny combo. That's what it screams to me, at least. Let's wait for the BKB on TV fight afterwards. I think that's fair, even though you have Aegis. Maybe you could be a bit more active.
Activity is coming now as Urace goes in with the amplified damage room. They're going to try and bring down this Dark Willow. And I think she is definitely going to die. Sorry, Sayesh. But workers here with Kiyotaka, they're thinking about re-engaging. He's on the backlines, finds the support inside the arena. They have to use the combo. But with Kiyotaka's help, big avalanche combo brings down the Storm and the Crystal Maiden. But that's an Aegis life. The Storm will be back. BKBs have been popped by 9 Pandas. They're mounting a hasty retreat here. But now that Urace is back, full mana, get directly onto Kiyotaka once the BKB expires. So this time he is gonna die. They buy back though on the Dark Willow. Nereska wants to return, but Solo in the meantime dies after he throws out his overgrowth. He was hoping to maybe hold things out for the Dark Willow to return, but way too much damage available from Satanic.
They lost that fight, and it looked like the best fight possible for them. Like this time, Eclipse 3 with his AoE damage, with the toss, with the avalanche, with the right clicks. Like, he literally went ham in that arena. They killed off the Storm because he literally had no mana after he tried to go for the Dark Willow, and they still lose the fight in the end. That's rough.
Yeah. Tough times right now to be a fan of the 9 Panda squad. Another lost fight, that was a buyback and a tier 1 tower taken. Okay, Gyro, Dark Lord. Okay. I thought they saw him, but they did not. They just leave on the side of Yellow Suba. So after this, right, with things going that disastrously, what now on the side of 9 Pandas? You played the fight with your BKBs. Would it be better for them to maybe go on a different target that's not the Aegis Storm in the future? Like, try actually kill everybody else?
Yeah, usually the Storm Aegis is not the best target, but he won't have it. He doesn't have it anymore, so you did take that Aegis away, and you also showcase that you can take him down fairly easily if he's out of position. He's got that Meteor Hammer now to work with, by the way. This is, yeah, he's reached this point. This is the annoying point where he has 30 mana regen, just built-in 30 mana regen with Galvanized. It's a rough one. Like, you need to control him from 100 to 0, or he'll just be insane in these fights.
You get the Aghanim Scepter as well, so that's a little bit more stat padding. make him even more difficult to kill. And it'll give us the potential for the combo, right? Blue hole into the new hammer. It's going to be awesome. And now with this kill onto Solo, he gets even closer towards that goal.
You can see that he's always carrying the dust. Everyone in the chat that's playing mid, look at this man. He's got the dust. He's carrying it, even though he's a core. He's not spamming weird dust support, weird detection pinging when he misses a kill. No. He does it on his own. He also does lose the tier 3 token, but he might go back for it. Let's see. Gonna find it.
Let's see, what's he gonna pick up for himself? Okay, ceremonial robe. Always very nice on this hero. What are some of the ones we have here? Orbital Destruction right now on the TB. Kasane has an Olga Seer Totem. OST, what an item. What an item. I really hate that item, but not as much as I hated Tumblr's Toy. I really hated that item. But
I love OST.
Yes, I still don't like.
I love it. I love the fact that it doesn't have a channel anymore. It just instantly goes as well. Like, just instant swap. I like it. I think it's one of those items that they help certain heroes in certain situations. It's not like completely broken, but it's like any mobility neutral item can be considered, I guess, a bit broken.
I think the one thing that you should not get for free in Dota is mobility. Mobility is such a broken mechanic in this game. That's the one thing it should always be a massive investment for you to increase your movement on the map.
That's fair. I kind of agree, but it's not like the best ever mobility. You don't really go too far, but it just buys a little bit of time for you sometimes, and that extra strength, of course, is nice.
I might not like it, but like I said, it's not Tumblr's Sword. That one was really... The stage of the game, especially that you got it, that was really silly. But we are not at the past. We have to consider the future, my friend. The future is Roshan. 45 seconds away. He will be respawning on the Radiant side. How do they contest this Aegis for 9 Pandas and make sure the Storm doesn't get another Aegis?
It will be a difficult one because the Storm also found an arcane blue bottle right now. Has that gem to play with, no more dust, so not really worried about being under vision as well. And but one thing is to be said in that last game, Yellow Submarine, they were the best when it came to taking rush fights. They gave away a couple of those to 9 Pandas. 9 Pandas don't have a good rush taking team, but they still can do it. They catch Yellow Submarine off guard, but it's gonna be a rough one.
Fortunately for them, Yellow Suba have not made that trek to the Roshan pit just yet.
Just going high ground. High ground when Gyro is just about to complete his butterfly. Flying out to the citrus shop.
He's jumping though, he doesn't get off his PKB list, they're gonna kill him! Doesn't have the evasion either, so he's just gone, no buyback, he's built out for this item. Now we're gonna see the zip onto Solo on the south side of the fight. He gets killed off. In the meantime, Satanic has been happily on the high ground, wailing away onto Alberta, forcing him to retreat into the fountain. And with Kasane showing up through the Fiend's Gate, dropping down the Pit of Malice, makes it impossible for 9 Pandas to come back and protect this lane of Rax. What a time to be alive, man. Yellow Suba, who needs Roshan? Who's just coming at you on the high ground?
I was talking about the butterfly on Gyro. Butterfly is already depleted on the king. The new king. The old has died, long live the new. He's got the butterfly, and this man is just not the satanic. Sorry, the Skadi is really what's making this game unbelievably hard for Gyro. He gets hit flipped by that Skadi of TV, and he just can't get away. The Mars Arena was way too slow and way too far. And of course, like you mentioned, Gyro not popping the BKB on time made sure that he's gonna die there.
The next fight gets harder as well, because they also just got Aghanim Scepter, so they have Blue Hole now available for your race.
Yeah, and the worst thing is, TV, he only needs to delay for 40 more seconds, and he's got meta again. So it's not like you can respawn, smoke up, and instantly go into the pit. You might try, but I guess you might even have to. Yeah, they're smoking up.
You cannot afford to leave this Aegis. The question is, how do they get there? How do they get there? They do not have any positive vision in the area. Race is chilling on the high ground, waiting to break any smokes, scout any movements. So they have to take the long, circuitous route, but doing this very, very blindly. I don't know how they start this fight. Solo putting his body on the line to just go in and get some reveal. He does have buyback though. He will use it. And now Kiyotaka gets frozen out by the Crystal Maiden. At the same time, Alberca tries to get the arena out, but unfortunately, Yatoro, Yatoro Satanic has his BKB going, and he just wailing on them with this Terrorblade. Gyrocopter will die. Double kill for the King. And yes, although they managed to bring down the Crystal Maiden, it will cost the life of the Mars as well. Sayish getting caught out now too. He will almost certainly die here. In the Shadow Realm though, buying a little bit of time, so he can TP out to safety. Solo though has no such luxury as he dies back within the trees. It's 4 heroes that they take away, 9 pandas. They try to take the fight, Liz. It just does not work out for them.
Yeah, they definitely don't give up yet, even though it feels like a game. And his TV took zero damage through the fight, not even Thunder used. He did not care. Meanwhile, he dished out a lot. Together with the Storm, what, 9k, almost 10k damage dealt into the Aegis, into the pit that is. They take down the Aegis and they can slowly close this game out because right now, it just doesn't feel like... I don't know what they do. They have this Kanda. They need to maybe jump with Kiyotaka and blow a certain target up to just start off the fights, but the target that you need to blow up, unfortunately, for Pandas is the Shadow Demon. Like, if you don't kill the Shadow Demon, you're probably not killing anyone else. Like, he has the saves. He's got the shard, he's got, like, the disruption, the Glimmer Cape, he's got so many saves on his side, and something that you don't really see very often on the support, he's got a Vindicator's Axe, right? His passive, the 20% slow resistance is nice here.
Love to see it. A 2k network lead for Yellow Submarine. They are trying to set up for another lane of racks through the top side of the map. There is one thing that Nine Pandas are hanging their hopes on right now. If by some miracle this game goes another like 10 minutes, maybe they can get this Divine Rapier on Gyrocopter. But it would be a miracle if they get to that point and saved. Let's see how they deal with this. Here comes the push onto the high ground. Meta has been popped already. Not level 25 just yet on this Terrorblade, so doesn't have the maxed out talent. Situation. They're gonna try and bring him down. They do get a decent enough terrorizer. His life is falling. He does have the Thunder though, and he's gonna be able to get it off onto Alberca. In the meantime though, the race was right underneath the hands of this Gyrocopter. Does die, but does have an Aegis, so will return for life 2. Buyback was used for Alberca, but now they have no more arena. They don't have the overgrowth. They do not have the cooldown. How do you defend this?
That's such a nice step. Storm is in.
Oh, Storm is in again, going down immediately onto Kiyotaka, killing him more, forcing him to buy back too. They are about to run out of Metamorphosis though, so the timing has been missed for a full-throated push. Oh, Kiyotaka, we're trying to get the toss back onto this Underlord, but the Glimmer Cape will move. Very, very, very quick. He realized, wait a second, there's no tier 3, we don't have the reveal, I actually can't get this kill.
And the Seal Totem as well. Keep in mind the Seal Totem as well. Put him out of position so he does not die. But yeah, I really think that was the best possible scenario to take this fight for 9 Pandas. And they executed so nicely. The spear on the tower and then the arena to keep everyone away from the Terrorblade. Like they couldn't approach him because the arena was positioned so nicely and the spear was also in the right spot, but goddamn, this TB just isn't dying. But Butterfly discarding too much armor, too much evasion, manages to pop his BKB. Shadow Demon, by the way, even didn't manage to save him. Like Shadow Demon was spamming disruption so much on the TB that he ended up using it on himself in the end. You know, sometimes it happens when you spam it. But nothing happens.
He does have BKB, but will he be able to survive long enough to use it? He gets it off. Now turning his attention back onto these heroes, but he just wants to escape. Alberca bought him some space, but it's not enough. He's dead. That is a gone Gyrocopter forced to buy back. Solo doesn't have buyback himself though. This is it, Liz.
They have Meta and Satanic on top of everything else, so what do? You can maybe toss him under the tier 4s and spear into the tier 4s, maybe, but he's got the BKB. Realistically, this is just Megas.
Middle barracks were torn down.
They're keeping the Metamorphosis for the upcoming fight. And here goes, he jumped in from the race, catching out 2 heroes. There's the Meta! Threading through Dark Lord. The Gyrocopter is gone without buyback. Mars follows him into the pit. And more importantly, the game follows him too. They call GG. Yellow, green, man. Get the 2-0 victory over 9 Pandas. They remain undefeated, Lizard, here in the qualifiers on the road to the international.
You know what? Like, I love this. I am all in for the yellow. I'm on the yellow submarine fan train right now. Bandwagon. I love it. Like, these guys,